So thank you all for coming. I'm very excited to announce that New York Air Brake, through its parent company Knorr-Bremse out of Munich, Germany, and their Global Care program, have been able to award a $205,000 grant to the urban mission. The grant is primarily focused on renovating the food pantry. We find the benefit of being part of the community in Jefferson County, and the level of participation that we have with our employees here at New York Air Brake suit this program quite well. So we are hoping to continue the relationship over many years, and we are very excited and looking forward to seeing the completed project as it rolls out over the next year.
Well, we couldn't be any more pleased to have received this news. It's certainly not just wonderful to know that our food pantry will have the renovations it needs to be here for years to come, but also to have this partnership with New York Air Brake, the leadership and the employees there that really have a heart bigger than the building. It's great. So we appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Mike, on behalf of the Capital Campaign, thank you for your work in bringing this about. But also, I just want to take a minute to mention how special this is, to think of New York Air Brake and a legacy in Watertown and your future with Knorr-Bremse and the idea of opening up new possibilities here. I think what you've given to the Watertown mission is the same thing. It's a legacy mission in a community, but your contribution opens the door for the future. We thank you for that.
Mike, we'll start just with why. I mean, what was the drive behind making this happen?
So I was approached by Erica and John Johnson of the Daily Times probably most of a year ago to participate in the Capital Campaign. And having gone to visit the urban mission and seeing the operation up close, it was compelling, the opportunity for us to help them participate with their campaign. Allowed me to take the concepts that they put forth, put those into an application, and try to work through our parent company to find an award on our Global Care program. So I would say that this reflects the best of what we try to do generally as human beings. So it was very easy to support, and I think the application was very easy to write, and the people out of Munich were very pleased to be able to offer this to us.
And then Eric, I guess the talk about the maybe relief is a word. I mean, it's always nice to have some extra cash lying around, right? But it's just, how does it feel to have this, to get this done?
Well, certainly when we named the campaign Mission Possible, we knew it was possible, but to actually be there having achieved it is really a testament to just how generous this community is. And to be almost a full year ahead of schedule is an added bonus, giving us a lot of time to focus on the construction and making sure those renovations are really top-notch.
Yeah, and I think, you and I did some interviews in the morning, if I remember right, back in November, and we talked about this, and now here we are a couple months later to be beyond that finish line. It's got to be. I mean, I see the smile on your face.
I can't wipe it off. It's been good. Yeah, it is. It has been tremendous, and not just such a significant donation at this level, but also the dollars and $5 at every level, from people working minimum wage to big donations like this, has really just been eye-opening to just the generosity of this community.
Mike, you had mentioned how important it was when we spoke yesterday, how important it was for the employees to participate in community organizations and activities. What has been the feedback from them on how their work, their volunteer work at the mission is helping the mission succeed, as well as their response to the parent company of their employer being able to secure this grant for an organization they care about?
Overwhelmingly positive. From this morning's interviews, there are people already that have stopped in my office just to say how proud they are to be part of this company and our ability to support the urban mission. And I think when we spoke yesterday, I wanted to make the point that we get requests for charitable contributions all the time. And I think one of the things we try to do is match what the employee base wants to do against those requests. So we have a lot of people here that volunteer at the urban mission, people that supported through donations of time, through the food drives, through the school supply drive. So all of that makes this type of campaign quite easy to support, and I think we'll find even more from the New York Air Brake employee base available now that we're aware of how much Knorr-Bremse is going to support the project.
I know that the contractor has already been selected for the project, but is there any internal work that will be done by staff, and what sort of preparation the staff need to do to ensure that the project is going forward?
The heavy lifting will fall to the employees, and actually that's the way we've talked to Mike about getting the employees of New York Air Brake involved as well, making sure that everything is out of the area so construction can be done, but then also things are back in, and actually being the first to serve those clients in our brand new food pantry.
I know that one of the focuses of this grant is to help with the food pantry, and that it's one of the first things that will be started with the project. How will the Watertown Urban Mission handle construction, renovation of the pantry area at the same time, knowing how busy it is and when clients will be coming in seeking help? How will that be handled?
For that short period of time, we'll switch to what we call a pre-packed method, and so clients will still have the same access to the same amount of food at the same times of day, but it will be just a streamlined process so that we're ensuring that the clients have safety during that time.
And that will just go by family size?
Yes.
Can you give us any more idea of the time frame that this is all going to take place in?
Yeah, we hope that you'll have visible construction on the food pantry in the first part of March, and the goal will be to be done by June. I'm learning in the construction world that nothing's in stone, but it looks optimistic that that'll be a fairly tight timeline.
Do you have any idea of, after the project is completed, how much more efficient you'll be, or?
Well, we'll certainly be efficient from a work standpoint. We'll have access to food, and from the basement we'll be adding an entrance which will allow for donations to be received in a way that won't be so bottlenecked. But we'll also be focusing a lot on safety so that our clients have an experience in which they, as
Knorr-Bremse supports a
volunteers,
lot of
and
charitable
employees, all are
organizations,
safe.
especially these I'll say, capital-intensive type of campaigns around the globe. And this is the first time in North America that we've been able to secure a grant for a community like Watertown. We hope it's the first of many, but we're very excited that we're able to show the need in North America very much is the same as it is in some other parts of the world.
How monumental is that? I mean, there's first time for everything, first time for this.
It is, and I think what we were able to do, and this is our challenge, as we bring forward the results of the project and we can demonstrate how effectively we put this capital to work, it makes the next application that much easier so that we can show folks not only do we understand the need and we've got a program that can actually address that need, but we spent the money wisely, we're able to affect a change in the community that's meaningful, and that plays well. That's very important for us to get right.
Does anyone want to speak to, how, I mean, obviously this is a good thing for your churches as well. I mean, community-wide, can anyone speak to that?
The churches in Watertown rely upon the urban mission to satisfy many, many needs in our community. And I think the exciting thing for me about this contribution is that the food pantry is the heart of the mission. There couldn't have been a better selection in terms of this donation. When I first became involved with the Watertown Urban Mission, I was really surprised, as I think most people are, of the many programs that are involved in the bridge and critical needs and Christian care and the store. But it all goes back to that food pantry and the idea of how people meeting that basic needs of hunger. And I don't think most people, when they come to the urban mission for the first time as seeking help, realize how much help they can get, but it's the food that draws them in. So really that would be the signature to this donation is really exciting to me, because I think that's what the churches rely upon, that we're all supporting the mission, and through the support of the mission we're making a difference in ways that we can't do one church at a time.